We came so far from dreams. The path was hard for me. They thought we fall, you see. Well, look at us now, look at us now. We make it hot when we on the scene. Yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team. Yeah, you know we gon' eat. We see the crowds when we come around. You know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we. Tell me who better than we. We soaring to places you never could reach. When we walk in that spot, don't hear none of you speak. Shh, do you want peace or the peace? A king about to put you to sleep. Listen, my team is elite. You not even qualified to compete. He's starving, he barely can eat. I guess that's why he always itching for beef. So I put him on ice and I told him to chill. Close your mouth if you can't pay for the meal. Making statements that you know you don't mean. Nice guy trying to act like he mean. Keep it a buck, keep it a bean. Attitudes will put you dudes in the beam. Isekai, he don't live in reality. Shake back off, come on fatality. Yeah, how you gon' hate when you mirror us? He think he a star, he ain't serious. X him out, we not on the same frequency. If you broke, you ain't hearing us. Work the screw, anime, that's how I feel, period. We winning, that's making them furious. We make it high when we on the scene. Yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team. Yeah, you know we gon' eat. We see the crowds when we come around. You know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we.
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Mookie here, back with you with another new part of What If Asta Was Noctis' Reincarnation. This is part 8. In the last part, we went over that of the beginning of the dungeon arc with Asta using that of his anti-magic swords by using anti-magic energy around him to levitate and basically float around that of the dungeon, avoiding all of the traps while also carrying that of a screaming Noelle, but also trying to find Luck too. However, as soon as they arrived to the location, Noelle was on not even bothering and wanting to help out Luck or find him. But Asta, on the other hand, not wanting to leave behind a comrade and a friend, decides to step in return of saving Luck from nearly, dying to the hands of Lotus, the Diamond Kingdom mage, however, Luck wanting to take him on himself, but Asta basically convincing him that he won't have to do it alone, even helping him getting over that of his, mommy issues. And before the four of them could even fight, Asta convinces Lotus to allow them to move forward, knowing the predicament at that of the Diamond Kingdom, that the kingdom and government itself hasn't really done anything for its people, by playing the sympathy card, with Lotus allowing to go. And now, all that remains is Asta taking on Mars, Lotus's last subordinate. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Seeing the two magic knights about to duel with one another, between that of Asta and Mars, as it's complete and utterly quiet. The only thing that people can hear is that of the rushing water from the waterfalls all across the center area of the dungeon, with Asta basically preparing for the perfect opportunity, with the shield of the just in his left hand and his demon destroyer sword on his right hand. Then soon Mars can help, but his grimoire opens up once again, as then soon creating that of multiple crystal daggers, saying crystal magic, crystal daggers. Within, all the daggers flying straight for Asta. Within, Asta standing his ground, before then rushing in that of blinding speed, while even carrying two heavy-ass weapons in his hands, as he basically destroys multiple crystal daggers, with even blocking them away with that of the shield of the just, jumping around while also still heading straight for that of Mars. Mars, seeing this, can't help but get annoyed and saying, "An annoying pest, die already." Within, multiple daggers begin to gather around, creating that of another giant crystallized sword. However, instead of just one, he creates that of 3, heading straight for that of Asta. Within, soon throwing that of the shield of the just at one of the crystal swords, blocking it midair. Then soon he warp strikes to that of the shield just once again before grabbing the shield and then stabbing the Demon Destroyer sword into that of the massive crystal sword. With then soon Asta thinking, this guy is mainly just acting on pure raw instinct. He's just throwing all of his magic weapons at me without even trying to figure out what's my plan. Plus, I can tell he has good reaction time, mainly from his sight alone. But his movements and his spell and creating the spells themselves would then soon saying, I got you all figured out now, super mage boy. With then deteriorizing both the Shield of the Just before then putting the Demon Destroyer sword back into that of the Grimoire. With then everybody wondering what is Asta thinking. With then soon, couldn't help but smirk, saying, I see where he's coming from. As the pages of his 5-leaf clover grimoire opens up, within another sword appears, as it being a lot more shorter but still pretty lengthy for a sword of that size. As this being the Demon Dweller sword, and in his left hand being the blade of the Mystic, as he soon dives down to the ground. Within, Mars saying, leaving yourself wide open, insect, as sending the two larger crystal swords, while also sending that of the dagger-shaped swords as well towards Asta. With Asta not even fazed by this. Within soon, channeling that of the power of the kings through the blade of the Mystic. Within, materializing that of multiple blades, destroying that of the smaller daggers without even breaking a sweat. With then, Mars is actually completely, utterly shocked about this, as then using the Demon Dweller sword to completely shatter that of the giant crystallized swords. Well then, while it's still that of a platform, he busts through that of the other one, destroying that one as well, and then aiming straight for Mars. With then soon, one solitary slash, he brings down the remaining blades that he creates from the blade of the Mystic, keep trapping Mars in place, before then soon slamming the Demon Dweller sword onto Mars' shoulder, with then slash, basically creating that of one giant ass slash mark from that of his left shoulder down to his chest. With then saying, take this! Within, Mars couldn't help but feel the blood basically coming down from his body. Within, remembering everything that he's gone through from his childhood, being experimented on, his endless training, the suffering he went through, even killing that of his childhood friend, Fauna. Within, finally succumbing to that of his one wound, he basically goes down to the ground, as blood basically begins to spew. Within soon, seeing his enemy laid out. Within soon, Libe mentally saying, hey, didn't you promise that old bastard that you would save him, that you wouldn't kill him? Saying, don't worry, he's not dead. I never really... These anti-magic swords of yours are blunt as hell. Unless I actually want to cut through something that isn't magic. The only reason I was able to pierce through his skin and hit at least a little bit of his muscle tissue was because of my momentum and force. Simple as that. I forget on how fast I can go when I'm basically pushing myself. With then Libe saying, man, you really are a monster. You know that, Asta? Saying, oh, piss off. You're one to talk, you damn devil. With then moving forward saying, I promised Lotus I would keep you alive. Until we're finishing surveying the area within that of the depths of the dungeon, you and your captain, alongside your comrades, can have what's left inside of it. Unlike you guys, the Clover Kingdom isn't really hurting for money. We just got too many noble idiots to deal with. After saying his piece, and within wondering, that guy could wake up. He will. Just hopefully that it won't be for too long. With then noticing that of, but most noticing the others' shocking looks, with even that of Klaus couldn't help but be completely and utterly off guard, saying, You were able to take down that Diamond Kingdom mage without breaking a sweat. But then saying, well, duh. I mean, I won't lie. Guy's got a versatile magic. I will say that. But he has little imagination. And I can tell he relies too much on his magic alone. So I only took advantage of that. A lot of mages basically just stay in one place for so long instead of moving and dodging. Then after hearing that, Noelle basically comes to a realization saying, wait, is that the reason why you tell me we have to run around that of the HQ for that of 5 laps every time before you start training me? Then Asta saying, so you already figured that out? Well, guess it's not too surprising. Then soon, Noelle getting annoyed, but also thanking Asta for helping her out, even if it does seem torturous. Then Mimosa saying, wait, you're the one that's been helping out Noelle? Then saying, yeah, I have. Any rate, we may not have been able to make it to the center of the dungeon before you guys, but given that we saved your lives, I guess we can call this a draw. Then soon, saying, oh really? A draw? Are you just saying that because you don't want to seem like that of a sore loser? Then Asta couldn't help but get annoyed, saying, oh really? You're gonna be playing that card? And the last time I checked, I saw you basically on your knees with tons of crystal daggers in your chest and in your back too, and was about to be destroyed by one giant ass sword. I think we should call this even than anything. Then, not wanting to show any emotion, however, you could see his eye twitching, saying, you know what, you can be a really annoying shrimp, that I'm not that short. As the two Foster brothers couldn't help but get annoyed at one another, you could even see sparks between them begin to fly. Then soon, Luck saying, wow, you really are strong, Asta. You were able to take that guy out pretty easily. Then soon, Klaus saying, he's not dead, just passed out. Honestly, I made a promise to that of his captain I wouldn't kill him. Then Klaus saying, you made a promise to our enemy? Saying, dude, you're aware of the situation at the Diamond Kingdom, right, Klaus? Since you're a noble of all things. Then Klaus saying, I have heard some things about the Diamond Kingdom and their circumstances. Then saying, then you know that they're going through that of an economic crisis right now, and their government isn't doing much to do anything about it. So I made a promise to that of their captain of the Diamond Kingdom squad, that I would let them leave with at least a little bit of the treasury from the dungeon. They needed more than us, and if I last check, our orders from the Wizard King was to survey the dungeon, analyze it, and study it, and wondering why a dungeon started to appear between the borders after all. Then, after saying his piece, Klaus saying, so, you really were chosen by the Wizard King. I guess I had to put my pride aside and acknowledge your strength. And if seeing the Wizard King saw the broad you all, I guess it makes sense as well. Then, Asta couldn't help but smirk, saying, at least you finally see that. Then patting him on the shoulder before saying, come on, let's open this door. Then soon, Asta saying, does anybody know how to open the door though? As Asta asked this, then everybody else wondering, then soon saying, oh God, we're all idiots. Then, a few minutes later, they begin to realize, as they begin to try and figure out a way to open up the door, then soon, Asta saying, screw it, bringing out the Demon Destroyer sword, as then soon, Noelle saying, wait, Asta, what are you? As then basically just tapping on that of the door. Then soon, the door basically opens up without even breaking a sweat. Then everybody looking at that of the raven-haired, green-eyed young man saying, told you. What, did you guys thought I was just gonna slash open the door? What the hell do you think I am? A barbarian? I'm a civilized person. Jeez. What then, after saying that, everybody couldn't help but think, are you really? Even Luck of all people as well. Seeing that of the treasury inside of in the center of the dungeon, everybody couldn't help but be shocked and surprised, within a maze as well. Then soon, Asta also couldn't help but gawk at so much money, saying, "Wow, this place is pretty stocked. I've seen a lot of ancient dungeons before back in Eos, especially on the hollow grounds of Lucis, but still, to think that dungeons had this much money, had this much cash, man." Within soon saying, but I made a promise. Within saying, you guys can get what you guys can get. I'm going to do the research around this place. Within soon, saying, why don't I tag along? This job was given to us after all, saying, all right, just don't slow me down. Within, can help but smirk, saying, I say the same to you, Asta. With that, the two began to look around that of the treasury, seeing what is interesting to bring back to the Clover Kingdom. Within, soon, Mimosa saying, I've never seen act so friendly towards anybody before. Within, Mimosa saying, well, you remember what they said, they're foster brothers. They're literally brothers anyway. Of course, they've had years to get along with one another. Within, Mimosa couldn't help but smile, saying, yeah, that's true. That is true. I wish I had a pretty good relationship with them. Like them. Within, soon, Noelle saying, what are you talking about? Don't you have a good relationship with your siblings, especially your older brother? Within, Mimosa basically having that of a simplified deadpan smile, saying, Noelle, please don't ever bring up my brother again. As the chills almost felt pretty well something off of Mimosa, as Noelle couldn't help but feel a little bit unease as well, saying, right, sorry. Then, as they head straight into that, further and further into the treasury, then saying, the heck is this? Then, saying, never seen such a device before. Then, basically placing his hand on it, then realizing, if I'm guessing, just by looking at it and the touch of it, I think it's a lock. Then Klaus coming over alongside that of Luck, saying, a lock. So there must be something deeper within the treasury. Within, Asta's realizing something even more valuable than all the gold and magic relics here. Then soon noticing Nero, saying, oh, hey Nero, then soon she basically continued flying around it, saying, you want us to get alright then. I don't know on how to unlock this, so I think I'll just tap on this thing, and then soon feeling that of intimidating bloodlust, within saying, everybody get down, move! However, Klaus, Luck, were able to dodge out of the way. However, both Mimosa and Noelle, on the other hand, weren't so lucky. Mimosa only got that of a pretty bad bruised up leg, with blood basically coming down it. However, Noelle, on the other hand, her entire left side almost looks like it's been crushed. From that of her left arm and that of the edge of her torso. Then soon Asta couldn't help but scream, Noelle! As the culprit being Mars once again. Within soon Mars saying, I won't fail. I won't fail. I am not a failure. Then seeing Mars basically covered into that, almost looking like that of a crystal golem. However, what really catches Asta completely off guard is the fact that while he's inside of the crystal golem, it almost looks like that of fire is basically consuming him inside of it. Within saying, what the? That's fire magic. Within Libe saying, oh yeah, that's definitely fire magic. I can feel it. It's not just any regular fire magic. That's fire healing magic. Closest thing to it now knowing by is called Phoenix Regeneration magic. It heals the caster while also creating that of flames, while creating flames to also defend them from attacks as well. You gotta be kidding me! Within soon, Asta saying, what the hell you think you're doing? I told you! You can have the gold and all the rest of the other magic relics! You don't need to! Within soon, Mars is about to slam down on Asta, within him dodging out of the way pretty quickly, before bringing out that of the axe of the Conqueror, within saying, I had to kill you. I had to kill an insect like you. If I don't, I'll be seen as a failure. I'll be seen as a disposable pawn. Seeing the frantic look on that of Mars, within realizing that super soldier project of theirs, it had to break this guy. Damn it. He's basically become too damn frantic. I can't even if I wanted to reason with him, there's no chance in hell I'd be able to. With then dodging another attack, while still holding on to that of his ancestor's royal arm, within soon, Asta screams out, Klaus, look! Protect Mimosa and Noelle! Make sure Mimosa heals herself and Noelle properly! Within, Klaus saying, right! On it! As then saying, you're with me! Within saying, I wasn't really much to take him on when he didn't even have this. Saying, I know, but I still need backup. Also, in case that I'm not able to, I need you to get the others out of here. Within, soon, Asta saying, saying, what? The hell are you? Just do it, You're the only one I can trust with this. So please. After saying that, you can see the determination and the look of his brother planning to sacrifice himself if need be. Within, saying, I promise. However, it won't come down to that. After saying that, winds begin to channel all across that of saying, because I'll protect all of us as well. With then Asta and getting ready to fight. As then more crystallized daggers begin to be flying out of the massive golem crystallized knuckles. With soon Asta basically not destroying each and every one of them with the axe of the Conqueror. Within flying towards that of Mars at blinding speeds, sending that of wind lances towards Mars, hoping to at least chip away the crystals and even harm him as well. With that, the wind attacks were barely even doing any damage whatsoever. However, didn't stop there, as he creates his wind creation magic spell once again, Wind Sparrow, as slamming it down onto Mars on top of him. Within, Mars dazed for a bit, before then Asta bringing out that of the Demon Destroyer sword, before then slamming that of the sword, cutting right into the middle of the crystals. However, as soon as he does, the flames of Mars's, Phoenix recovery magic begins to heal himself, and he begins to create even more and more crystals, repairing the armor. Within saying, damn it, that damn magic. How the hell is he even healing himself? I thought people only have that of one brand of magic based on what they're born with and their grimoire. With then Libe saying, yeah, I'm stumped here too, kid. I've never seen something like this. I can nullify that of the crystal, but I can't nullify that of the flames. You need to be fast to destroy not just the crystal with the anti-swords, but also the flames as well. With then saying, easier said than done. With then seeing trying his best to chip away at Mars. With then coming to the realization saying, I would ask Noelle for this, but with then looking at Noelle saying she's not in the best condition. So that means, with then looking at his foster brother, but then saying, I need you to give me a moment. With then saying, what? Just give me a moment, and then I want you to fire your wind spell straight at me. With then saying, are you serious? Saying, just do it. Continue to have Mars's attention on you. Well, I need to prepare. With that, listens to his brother, just making sure that he keeps his promise to protect him and not abandon him. Within soon, Asta couldn't help but sigh, saying, I hate having to use this. I really don't. But guess I got no choice. Within, bringing out both the Demon Destroyer sword and the Demon Dweller sword, as having that of two anti-magic swords in his hands. However, his eyes go from that of the lime green to that of the sky blue. With then all of his royal arms begin to circle around him before then saying, Armature, Mode 1! After saying that, each of the royal arms begins to fire straight at that of Mars in his armor, with then soon piercing through, chipping away at the same time as Yuno's wind spells, dealing even more damage to the armor, making it harder and harder for Mars to repair them. With then soon Asta saying, Yuno, now! With that, seeing the perfect opportunity, he sends that of a blast of wind towards Asta. Within, using the Demon Dweller sword, he's able to absorb that of the wind magic inside of the blade, as that of green-like energy begins to wave off of it, even to the point that you could see wind basically coming off the edges of the blade. Within, saying, even though it's wind magic, I could feel a huge amount of mana coming off of it. You really are something else, a diamond in the rough, I gotta say. Within, seeing each and every one of his weapons chipped away, within seeing an opening in Mars, within saying, I got you now! With one hard downward slash, as then a wind slash heading straight for that of Mars. However, the wind slash was also coated in a small fragment of anti-magic, as the blade basically makes contact with that of his regeneration fire magic. Within, the flames begin to dissipate from the wind slash, with even Mars begins to spill even more blood from that of his mouth and his chest. Within, seeing the perfect opportunity, Asta rushes towards that of Mars with that of the Demon Destroyer sword in that of his left hand, as then stabbing the massive blade into Mars once again. Then soon Mars begins to see his life flash before his eyes once again. However, this time it was instead of the training, the suffering, and his death of his friend, he sees the experimentation, the grueling abuse, and what basically made him into the person that he is now. And at the very end, all he could see is Asta and his raven hair, but instead of his green eyes, it's that of his sky blue eyes of when he was Noctis. With then soon finally dealing the final blow to him, but then seeing what has happened, as Klaus can help but say, my word, with Lux saying, so cool. With Noelle saw what happened too, and she couldn't help but see Asta, even more awesome than before, saying, he's always so cool, always strong. There's an air about him that just says an air of authority no matter what. I'm really there's no way that this guy isn't a noble, or at least born from a noble family. How the heck is a guy like him was born a commoner at an orphanage in a village that nobody even knows about? With Noelle couldn't help but still smile, saying, even so, I'm glad that I got to meet him after all these years of being alone. With Mimosa, on the other hand, she couldn't help but see Asta in a different light as well. Somebody so strong, commanding, and kind as well, and not afraid to speak his mind if necessary, too. Within soon, Mimosa's heart begins to beat pretty fast, with even that of her cheeks glowing quite red, too. Within soon, Asta couldn't help but take that of one large deep breath before dropping both the Demon Dweller sword and the Demon Destroyer sword onto the ground and slumping to the ground as well. Within soon, saw this saying, Asta, saying, I'm fine. Just took a lot of energy out of me, especially using Armature. Even mode 1 basically drains me quite a bit. Just give me at least a good 10 seconds or 30 seconds, maybe even 5 minutes. I'll be good. I'll be up as rain as always. Then soon after saying that, can help but say, honestly, if I do leave you right here, you'll most likely just fall asleep. Within saying, well, you're not wrong. This ground feels really comfortable right now. With that, couldn't help but giggle at that of his foster brother. As within soon, Mimosa done healing Noelle, saying, hang on, Asta, I'll heal you. As Mimosa runs towards Asta, with Asta saying, it's not that I'm injured. It's more mental and physical exhaustion. Haven't really had much time to relax after coming here. Within soon, Noelle, no longer, bruised up. However, her clothes are basically all ripped up on her left side. Within, using that of her magic night robe to cover up, as she having that of a blush, saying, well, whose fault is that, after all? You know what, I would retort after you insulting me when I was defending your life, but right now I'm too tired to basically have a whippy retort. Within, Noelle hearing that, she couldn't help but wanting to smile in pride, but realized it's more of a pity win, but decides not to voice about it after all. But is still happy that Asta was able to defend them, after all. With he couldn't help but smile as well, seeing that that Asta is, basically still him same self, even while basically pushed to his limit. Before then, could feel or hear something calling out to him, something asking for him, as it almost looked like that of a page from a book. However, he doesn't know the reason why there's a page in a book for here. As soon as he touches the page, it almost seems like that of a little short woman with that of wings and blonde hair appears in front of Within, however, it almost looks like Yuno's the only one that could see her, as she yawns. Before then, giggles a bit, and then disappears in a burst of wind. Within, saying, what was that? Within, Klaus saying, you okay? Saying, oh, yeah, fine. Saying, stop spacing out over there. The vault. We need to make sure to see what's behind the other side of the door. Within, saying, yeah. After that, he soon disappears. However, he could feel a breeze right beside him. A breeze that's basically floating right beside him. As for Mars, he's still conscious, but he can't move his body, as he's just as exhausted as Asta as well, saying, How did I lose? No, I can't lose. I just can't. I'm supposed to kill these insects. It's the reason why I was made. The reason why all the death happened. The reason why I had to kill Fada. I can't let their deaths be meaningless. I can't let everything that I've gone through be meaningless. As Mars basically begins to twitch that of his left finger. Within a couple minutes later, Asta was able to get back on his feet. Within picking up both the Demon Dweller sword and the Demon Destroyer sword. Within putting the Demon Destroyer sword in that of the pump and that of his grimoire. Within placing the Demon Destroyer sword on his shoulders. as he can't help but sigh, saying, damn, that was a good rest, but my body still feels pretty stiff. With Mimosa saying, I can help you with that if you need, saying, maybe later, Mimosa, I would appreciate that. Right now, we still have to finish up this job. We still got that door to open up. And what the hell is even behind it? With then soon, as Asta basically opens up the door, basically slices up the door, you see as it's basically all dark and dusty. With then soon, Lux saying, huh? But there's nothing even behind here. With then Noelle saying, so they basically just sealed away nothing? With then Asta saying, there's probably something in the back. With then using that of his fire magic to create that of a spear of fire and the basically floating up in the air. With then saying, huh, I see something. It looks like a case. With then soon everybody saying a case, like what kind, like a treasure chest case, or saying no, it looks like a suitcase, or possibly getting a better look of it, saying, wait, that's a briefcase. But wait, briefcases don't exist in this world. How the hell did somebody have a briefcase? With then going closer and closer to it, as it's a large briefcase with that of multiple handles on the right side, at least that of 2 handles. Within, grabbing it from that of the top end, and then bringing it down before bringing it out. Everybody completely and utterly caught off guard at the size of the case. With then Sue, Lux saying, whoa, look at that. I've never seen something like that before. With even Klaus adjusting his glasses saying, neither have I. I've never seen such craftsmanship in metal work. With then soon, looking at Asta, looking straight at Asta as he having that of a look of pure and utter focus and curiosity, saying, Asta's never had a look like that before. Not even when we were kids. It's almost like, but then looking at the suitcase and then looking back at Asta's eyes, saying, it's like he knows what this is. With then soon seeing that of a combination lock, saying, shit, it's a combination lock. Saying, a combination what? With then Asta saying, it's a lock with numbers on it. Depending on the combination, it won't open. So basically, we have no idea how to open this thing up. Within Sue, let's saying, oh, then why don't we just do it by force? And bringing out that of his lightning claws, saying, hey, who knows what the heck this thing is in here? You could possibly damage what's inside, Luck. Not everything can be solved with brute force alone. Believe me, I should know. Within, Luck saying, all right, fine, that makes sense. Within Noelle saying, so what? So we'll take it with us. Hopefully I'll be able to figure this thing out while we're back at the Clover Kingdom. Within, Klaus saying, what about the rest of the items here? Well, seeing that this is the thing that the dungeon was basically was really protecting, I think we should be good. Within, saying, not necessarily. Within, soon, basically grimoire begins to glow. And then one solitary page begins to glow green, saying, I found this page a little while ago when you were resting up. I have no idea what was happened, but this may be another thing that this dungeon was protecting as well. During this, everybody was completely shocked. With Asta can help but say, all right, special. Somebody is always special as always, Within, couldn't help but roll his eyes, saying, whatever. Come on, let's get out of here. Within, Sue, seeing that, going back to the exit out of the dungeon. Within, Sue, seeing that of Lotus and his squad, with one of the squad mates basically carrying off an injured Mars. Within, soon, everybody on guard, except Asta, saying, so, gather all the things you wanted, saying, yep, we done what we needed. Got plenty of gold that will basically settle the Diamond Kingdom for at least a good for a good 5 months. Saying, 5 months? Why not the rest? This would basically hold you guys over for possibly even 2 years. Within, soon, the Lotus couldn't help but scratch the back of his head, saying, as much as I would love to carry all this, I'm limited on magic. I can carry some of this stuff with my smoke magic, but I also need to make sure to make some room for my men, and they would matter the most right now. Within, soon, hearing that, Asta couldn't help but say, fair enough, take what you guys need, and what's left, the Clover Kingdom will take as well. Within, soon Lotus saying, thanks. Also, thanks again for leaving Mars alive. He's a good kid, just been through a lot, saying, yeah, I can tell. Guys, been through rough. Can I just ask, the hell are you Diamond Kingdom mages basically willing to put your kids through? Lotus can help but sigh, saying, let's just say, desperation and power-hungry people will do anything to get what they want, even if it means sacrificing the future of children. It's the reason why I'm a magic knight. I want to make sure that my little girls have at least somewhat of a brighter future. Mars deserves at least that too, and what's left is life. With hearing that, Asta couldn't help but sigh, saying, the Diamond Kingdom's lucky to have somebody like you. Better yet, they don't deserve somebody like you. Saying, I've told myself that so many times, kid. Well, lad, the Clover Kingdom mages, I'll bid you all a farewell. As Lotus gives off a 2-finger salute and walks off. Within, Klaus saying, are we sure we should just let them leave? With even Luck looking prepared to fight, saying, I made a promise, and that's what we kept. They get half of the gold while we finish up our research and our reconnaissance. And we literally done that. We got both the things that are basically the most important thing at the dungeon. Yuno has it, and I have it. At least we can get out of here without any negative repercussions. After saying that, soon the dungeon begins to shake. Within soon, Noelle saying, you just had to say something, didn't you, Dorksta? Okay, don't call me Dorksta. And last time I checked, Karma normally hates me. Within, trying to see if they can get a ride with Lotus. Within, Lotus saying, good luck, kiddos, you're gonna need it. Within, floating off in that of a smoky wagon with all of his men and what left of the treasure that they could find, that they could grab. Within, soon, Asta saying, you know what, maybe I regret basically leaving him alive if he was just going to abandon us. Within, soon, all of them can help but say, you think? Except Mimosa and Luck. Within, Yuno creating that of a wind spell, Sparrow, saying, get on. After that, everybody begins to get on that of the Sparrow before, right with that in full speed and what remaining strength Yuno has, they rush out of the dungeon, passing through all of the corridors and traps as fast as they can. Within, seeing one of the exits about to cave in, within, Asta saying, screw this. Blizzara! As he aims his hand towards that of the caved-in entrance, as it then freezes over, whittling down and basically bringing down that of the stone rubble. Within, Yuno busting right through that of the exit, as they are able to get out of the dungeon before it fully collapsed, with leaving none of the entrance left. As now, flying in the air with everybody completely and utterly frazzled, but at least alive to see another day, putting an end to that of the dungeon quest. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, how'd you guys like this? The fight between Asta and that of Mars being the multiple times, I wanted to show on how determination Mars is, and that Asta needs to think things straight. As sure, he can use the power of the kings to basically overwhelm any of his foes, especially when he goes full armature. However, he can't bring out the full power of the kings without the Ring of the Lucii. So he normally has to play it smarter, not harder. As for that mysterious case at the end, well, you're just gonna have to wait and see when you guys check it out. At any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep to date my videos on uploading the channel. Also, please check out my Discord, gaming channel, side channel, other channel, Patreon, and Cash App. All link in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and hope you all take care. Shiro Kitsune, you know what to do, my lady.
Hi, everyone. This is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!